In this video, we're going to look at conditional columns in Power Query. These are really useful for binning, adding if-else statements to large amounts of data, and perfect for creating data science features. We're going to look at making categories from text columns and categories from numeric columns such as binning, binary classifications, and working with multiple numerics. This is the data set we're going to deal with today. This is a class data set where we show some math reading and writing scores. Just has a lot of numerics, so it's good for our purposes today. Going to press Control and T and make this into a table. Once this is a table, I can take this to Power Query by selecting data and from table range. And now when this loads in Power Query, what I do is I can go up to add column and conditional column in here. And you'll see there's a really nice interface to do this. We've got an if, we've got an operator. We can add some more clauses in here, so we can add some else if, else ifs, and there's an else there at the bottom. So let's get started with our first category. I have a load of categories here, right? There's a lot of degrees, high schools and masters, and I want to take this into 3 categories. So I can do that with the conditional column here. So I'm going to call this parents edu. So this is parents education. And then I can just add a couple of different rows here, and I'm going to select the contains. There's lots of different things you can do with text, but I like to use contains. So I'm going to say if it contains high school, which I know there's 2 categories, I'm going to output that as high school. And then I've got 2 more categories I want to look at. So the next one's going to be parents level of education, contains masters, so this will take care of our postgraduates. So I'm just going to call this one postgrad, and then there's lots of things to signify an undergraduate, so everything else is going to be an undergrad. And then I press OK, and you'll see that this has come out and made me a new categorical column, which is less dense as the one before, only 3 categories in this one here. Another thing this is really good for is binning data in here, right? So binning or binary classification. So I'm going to call this one maths pass and fail, and this is simply if you get over 40% you pass the test. So this is greater than 39. I'm going to call this a pass, and else I'm going to call it a fail. Actually, probably better to go with the greater or equal to 40, and else I'm going to do a fail in here. So this is just a binary classification essentially. So I've got a pass fail in here, but if I wanted to make this a bit wider, I could do a bucket and classify them into different classes or A, B, C grades like that. So what I'm going to just do this is I'm going to say if it's greater or equal to 90, then you are top. Then we've got 60 is mid, 40 is pass, and then under that is fail. So now I've got a 4-degree bucket in there for top, mid, pass, and fail. Next thing I want to do is I want to take these 3 scores and look at a fail overall. So I'm going to look at a statistics in this one, and I can pick a minimum of this 3. So this will come out with my minimum score out of the 3. I'm going to take them again and just do an average of the 3. And what I can do with this average is just bin it, because we don't want anyone to get a 75.55555. And then what I can do is I can take this minimum score and see if somebody failed overall. So I'm going to say if minimum, again, greater than equal to 40, then that is a pass, otherwise it's a fail. So that will take the 3 scores and let me know if someone's passed or failed every single one of them. So what I can do now is I can see that the pass and fail is there. I'm just going to select a fail, and I'm going to send this back to Excel. So this is just, I'm doing some analysis on people who failed 1 or more of the tests. I send that back to Excel, wait for this to load, and then I have my calculations here from Power Query. So simple example, but you can see how powerful this is, especially when you're going to deal with massive amounts of data in here. I hope you found this video useful. Subscribe to Analytics with Adam for more Power Query tutorials.